official as Apple has just sent out press invitations for its event to happen on October 16, and even though the card only says it's been too long, we know that this will be Apple's iPad event. We know that we're getting new Macs, and in addition, we also expect OS X Yosemite to launch, in addition to iOS 8.1, which should bring Apple Pay along with other things. There is a lot to come here, so stay tuned as we'll definitely be covering it live. And speaking of iPads, a Vietnamese source has already showed us what the tablet looks like. It looks a lot like the current generation iPad, only it's 0.5 millimeters thinner. It is gorgeous, honestly. It looks way too thin. Hopefully it doesn't bend, but yeah, there will be people testing that out. But it does bring Touch ID according to the leaks, though we still see some chamfered edges here and there. We do see some new speaker grills along with other things, so stay tuned, as this is most likely what we're getting, though we haven't seen the iPad mini coming up. And for those of you that want to get your hands on the Galaxy Note Edge, we've got some very good and bad news. The good news is that it'll be out by the end of this month according to Samsung. Great. The problem is that it will only be available in Japan through carriers, so it's going to be hard to find an unlocked variant, though we're sure Samsung will do something about it. We just hope that they don't pour all the concept units into Japan and give us a chance to get the phone. Now let's talk about HTC and the Google Nexus 9, as a company executive has pretty much spilled the beans that they are doing the Nexus 9. And we've seen everything that points to it, but according to the executive, the Nexus 9 proves, and I quote, HTC's commitment to the Android tablet space. So this is happening. The Nexus 9 is happening, and hopefully we'll know more about it after Apple's iPad event, which is the way things happen historically. And finally, for the hotter than we expected news of the day, HTC has just announced its new Desire Eye, the HTC Re, and a new Zoe imaging experience. And let's talk more about this Desire Eye. We thought it was going to be a mid-tiered bad phone, and you look at the design and you could say that, but then when you look at the specifications, we've got a Snapdragon 801, we've got a 1080p display, 5.2 inches, just pretty much an HTC one made in specifications, and then we've got a 13 megapixel shooter at the front with a 13 megapixel shooter at the back as well. And yeah, we also have some hands-on coverage of it as we were at the event. And we also get the HTC Re 16 megapixels. It's waterproof, dustproof. A lot of things are coming along with the Zoe experience. There is a lot to talk about here. Links in the description. Have a look at everything that got announced today, and that leads me to the question of the day. What do you think about HTC's new products? Do you think they are cool? Because in my case, I'm looking forward to that Desire Eye. Hopefully we get some